stream time. It's stream time, everybody. Oh, yippee. Oh, yippee wahoo. It is stream time. I hope you're all looking forward to it, 'cause it's happening right now. That's all I have. Damn it. I'm out of things I can use before streaming. I guess I could play a video game. That's an insane thing that's never been done. Sabs wants a parrot. You got it. Oh. Sabs, I'm sorry. I seem to be out of parrots. I don't know where they went. But they're not. And you redeemed. I'm sorry about this, Sabs. If only there was someone who could save the day. Oh! It's him! He's here! It's really happening! He's come to save the day! Well, I guess I get the Starman. There's been a Starman waiting in the sky, and here he is. I guess when I can't find a parrot to bring out, Starman here will be around to save the day, doing his best to fill the same role with his classic high jump ability. But yep, we're gonna be speaking of classics. We're gonna be getting back to some Link to the Past to today. I hope y'all are good with that. I realize I'm playing 2 SNES games, and I'm planning to follow them up with their respective sequels. I hope you guys are okay with that. I stream what I want, but I like for people to watch it. That would be a nice change of pace. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. There's like a few people here, so like I prefer to make these kinds of announcements when there's lots of people. But I worry, if I don't, I won't say it, and I hate doing that. General, not even housekeeping stuff, general news stuff, which which no one likes to hear, but Mr. Kilmar Garcia, a man who has unfortunately just been kept getting bullied by some people in power, has been taken back into custody, and no matter your thoughts on it, which shouldn't be any thoughts on it, but no matter your thoughts on it, no one deserves to just be thrown to a random spot on Earth. And I only bring it up because I've talked about this before, how I'll see people say the news but not really give any direction what to do. I just wanted to say, make sure to keep a lookout, because I'm sure there might be like legal funds or what have you that'll be raising money to help him out. Normally I don't wade into specifics here, but this kind of stuff alone, and also it's a good example of just like, make sure you keep in touch with your friends and neighbors, looking out for your local community, because Definitely don't want this kind of stuff happening to anyone else. No more innocent people. So, yeah. I don't like getting into specifics on the news because I don't consider myself wildly intelligent or well-spoken, but it is important to remind folks. And like I said, I feel like I see too much of like saying the news and not being like, and here's what you can do to help. Paid for by viewers like you. So I just want to say some very basic stuff on that. I'm sorry, don't have more specific directions myself, but it's in part because it's very new for today. So yeah, but with the kind of more serious stuff out of the way, because as much as life has lots of serious problems right now, we won't be able to take a break from that at points. So how about we get to the game? Sound good to folks? Honestly, Pig does have kind of like a channel for this kind of stuff of like taking action to help make things better. I would wonder if I could do the same, but I also feel like I could go online and research this stuff a bit more myself in terms of finding ways to help folks. Only for news and current events. I mean, I can start... I want to say I can start doing that, but then Starman's going to have to go away. Also, hi, Paula. Because, you know, don't want him here as we're talking doom and gloom. So, what's up? I have had a stuffy nose since Saturday, which is not the best, but what you gonna do? Take cold medicine? That sounds like it sounds like, you know, fucking something I have to spend money and shit on. And also something I have to do. That's hard. That's too much. That's too much to do. Alrighty. Well, let's get to it. You know, we'll start from Sanctuary, because guess what? Before the stream, I went out, got some, what was I thinking of? I got some medicine, even found a fairy. Which, the fairy doesn't restore health. I mean, doesn't restore magic. But I figured it would still be, you know, good to have. Oh. Hey, I just realized he fucking cucked me out of a heart. That heart is mine. It's going to cost me a heart to get, but man, I would definitely prefer to have full health before, you know. Also, yeah, bombos. Hello? I was pressing B. That's not right. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Damn it, did it not leave my... I left a portal there from before. In that case, we shall rather go around and use the castle. Do a bit of that to, hopefully, to get to our destination in Dark World. I didn't mean to go here, but I mean to get all wet. I don't need that heart, but I want it. Take care of yourself. Consume the hearts of your enemies. It's healthy for you. I'll say it again. I like, and I've said this a few times, I believe. I like in Zelda 1, which I know is just like fucking... What are you trying to do here, Cahill? Saying you like Zelda 1. Fucking, we get it, you're old, or whatever. things were better back in the day. No, Lord, no. We don't talk about where the hearts come from. But I'm missing Zelda 1, because in Zelda 1, when you found an extra heart container in the overworld, it was an extra heart container. So, like, it wasn't a piece of heart. It was a full heart. And I think I've talked about this before. That I like that. And I feel like it even more so incentivizes exploration. Because, like, there's plenty of times I'm playing these games and I see a piece of heart and I'm like, well, I'll need 3 more of those. So, I'm not grabbing that now. What else was I thinking of? I did get an extra heart container when I was rupee farming. I guess in comparison to, yeah, and I feel like these days, and I also feel like I've said this kind of stuff before, and people are like, "What are you talking about? Everyone loves those games." But like, I feel a lot of people who are just like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, yada yada. They're not that good. But as much as there is to be said about their design, like the shrines and stuff like that, that kind of method of progression, as opposed to just finding pieces of heart in the overworld, like it's wildly similar, but at the same time, you're kind of swapping out getting the individual heart pieces for like having a unique currency to get them, you know. And in some ways I feel like that feels like a bit better, because like, yeah, you need a few of them to get more health, but you know, you can save up, and or you can get a stamina charge instead. So that, I think that variety also helps it. But that's me. Those are my, I'm not gonna pretend like it's necessarily either one is that much better, because they are, like I said, they are very similar. No denying. I ain't lying. There's no denying. But I wanted to speak my truth. Listen, I'll talk about current events and my stances on politics all day. But fucking I know for a fact people are gonna get heated over my Zelda opinions, so I don't suppose these open, do they? No, I guess not. I was like, can I just make like a beeline for it? Feels more less tedious because you have an extra. Yeah, exactly. And also, like, when you get 4 of the orb things, whatever, it doesn't immediately give you an extra heart. You can hang on to them, and just keep kind of doing what you were doing. So that way, when you go and trade them in, maybe you have like fucking 12 and you get 3 extra hearts, and that's cool. Again, maybe it isn't actually like inherently better, but I think it's neat. You can leave my ticks. You can leave my ticks and my ticks out of this. Yeah. No, I mean, fucking, I've come forth as a Tears and BOTW apologist on top of a wild apologist. Those games have given me good times, and even if they have some flaws, I'm more focused on what makes them good. I mean, heck, I definitely would be more willing to call out, what's it called? Tears of the Kingdom, because in many ways it was just more Breath of the Wild, which I didn't have a problem with. But do I? Okay. So I didn't fucking, oh, politics. But I mean, fucking, in games that are at a glance supposed to be about like exploration and stuff, I've talked about this many times before. Zelda got very like formulaic with things, with like the Oot style. And I've also talked about how like I think Wind Waker was one of the biggest breaks from that. And like, with all that being said, what was I just thinking of? So Breath of the Wild offering a reprieve from that, and especially in a manner I consider well done. I'm like, good game. One time ever. I've played Breath of the Wild twice, and I as much as I love it, I don't go back to it a lot, specifically because I'm like, I want to be able to be surprised and shit, you know, like, be able to go into a dungeon and be like, I don't know, go into a section of the world and be like, I don't know everything here. What was I thinking of? This is gonna go well. One heart's nice. Hello? Not at all what I intended to do. And now I have wasted my fairy. So that's great. But yeah. And I remember hearing Barry talk about it a long time ago. And, you know, like, when he was talking about it, he was talking about how some people will be like, well, when you get down to it, all you're getting is like this and that, you know, like referencing the different like spirit orbs and shit, yada yada yada. But it is also, I think to some degree, he talked about how like, to some degrees, like, yeah, but how long did it take you to get to this point of like, oh, it's just this again or this, you know? Like, how did you play it for like 100 hours before that? Because if that's the case, then you got a lot of. It sounds like a pretty good game that gave you lots of hours of fun and what have you. Ooh, rubies. I don't remember if I've tried using Bombos on this fucking moth before. I'm going to go with probably. I'm going to imagine it didn't work. But yeah, in my mind, Breath of the Wild and talked great. I also think, you know, everyone complained about weapon durability, which is fair, but also I think Talked kind of fixed that in a weird way, where they gave you like the craftable weapons with the different monster parts and shit. I'm just gonna. Hey, look at that. We didn't even have to use both potions. I just needed 1 second chance. Second chance at love! And now I get a crystal. I'm gonna get 64 crystal shards. I've discovered it for the first time ever. That would have been great. I'd love that. Wobble, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil Mothsters. Thank you. Do you know the prophecy of the Great Cataclysm? Been smoking. This is the way I heard it. If a person who has an evil heart gets a dream where the hero is destined to appear, then he alone must face a person with the cataclysm. If the evil one destroys the hero, nothing can save the world from his wicked brain. Only a person of the Knights of the Hero who protected the royalty of Ilia can become the hero. You are of their bloodline, are you? You will rescue Zelda without fail. Do you understand? Oh, thank God I can get back to smoking these Marlboros. If you say so, Lord. Yay! Dead moth, dead moth, dead moth. Though, if Godzilla is to be believed, that moth's coming back in no time. Alrighty, I already know where we gotta go. Cause guess what? Been there. I was there while I was rupee farming. Don't ask how I got the rupees. Not where I want to go. Actually, can I... Damn. What about... Oh, magic mirror. Mirror. Oh, what? Damn it. I was trying to do the correct version, and I still got it wrong. Magic mirror in my hand. Who's got the fattest ass in this land? It's you, Wobble. It's always been you. Oh! Bird! Here. I just said here, fucking... I need to get to the Dark World, and there is no Dark World location. No Dark World portal here. To the castle. Pardon. So, I even put it in like the description last time. The last stream of this went pretty good up until the moth. And then when Pig joined, he was like, Cahill, why are you doing this now? You could come back later. And he's right, of course, but also it was labeled as number 3. And I was just like, oh, it should be all good to go now. It should be nice and dandy, you know. So I'm gonna go do 4 now. We shall see how that turns out. I mean, that turned out pretty well. Fucking love laser sword. That rules. Also, you know, I could get more potion. I don't know if there's stuff I need, like, more stuff I need rupees for. But I got the flippers, among other things. Having 2 potions and then a bottle set for a fairy sounds like a pretty good plan to me. And we're already up this way, so... Lord, I saw a TikTok about apparently like some random place where there is a Barnes and Noble and GameStop physically connected to each other, and I know big nerd shit, big normie nerd stuff I'm about to say, but that's like if that was anywhere near me, I can guarantee you. I mean, I have no idea where it is. It'd be hilarious if it was around the corner, but I'd be going there all the time because those are two of the stores I tend to frequent. I like my books, and I like my games. What was I just thinking of? Alrighty, and then try not to buy some stuff for a while, both in real life, because of stuff happening. And in game, Because I don't need to have amassed this fortune only to lose it all. Because like fucking you were drinking potions like a motherfucker. I'd be up in my tower straight up drinking potions. She be wizarding on my tower till I cast fireball. No, okay, I'm getting a no. I'm getting a no from the studio audience. Okay, well, you know, we tried. Like, we tried. Oh, so you know something? This has just occurred. Have I been down here in the Dark World before? Maybe, maybe not. Actually, I don't think I have, because there seems to be a structure down here that I don't remember ever going to. Bomb. I'm glad when the skulls aren't evil. It's wildly inconvenient for me when they are. Hello? See, what was I just telling you? I need to get through here, sir. Thank you. Oh. That's wild. Definitely not something I would have expected, given just the way this game works. Yeah. I don't remember jumping. What are we, some kind of jump man? Oh, big shield. Hey, pig. We beat the moth already. How's the moth? Dead. Definitely dead. And I want to get big shield. Pig, moth is so 5 minutes ago. Now we're on to big shield. Big shield guard? Proud of you. Thanks, pig. It only took one potion, which would definitely lead me to believe I got disturbingly close before. Maybe not in every attempt. I don't need people going back and looking and being like, no, there were some of those where you're pretty far. Once or twice I was probably pretty close. Produce the moth and elope to Kakariko. Now I gotta figure out how to get this thing up. I know this is the dungeon. Wait, are the big gauntlets in Kakariko? Or not Kakariko? Oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so not that. I do think this is where we get the big gauntlets, though, and I was literally about to say, like, that is one of the things stopping me from exploring, like, Death Mountain and stuff. Because, you know, rocks I can't lift. I don't think there's anyone here. I think we just gotta go for it. This dungeon is kind of cool, kind of annoying. What the fuck is that thing? Also, man, I cannot wait. Because, like, I mean, we're already playing Kirby on the channel, right? But also, like I said, I am determined to also marathon some of these Zelda games that I love. And fucking, what do y'all know about fake Kirby from Link's Awakening? And also Goombas. You know Goombas, famous enemy of Link and servant of Ganon. Lizalfos? Is that a Lizalfos? I prefer the chameleon style. Fake Kirby. So, I mean, I forgot that we are already looking at a fake Kirby in Return to Dream. We've already been looking at a fake Kirby in Return to Dreamland 3. That's not what it's called. Anyway, but yes, in Zelda, there's an enemy that is just called Fake Kirby, and you'll never guess what he looks like. Now, if you guessed that he looked like Kirby, then you were able to guess what he looks like correctly. And if you assumed that he attacks you by sucking, you again guessed correctly. Don't let your head get too big, all right? We got enough people out here already acting like they're so important. Stay humble. Stay humble with your knowledge of Zelda enemies and Zelda trivia and Zelda the person and Zelda and friendship with Zelda Williams, beloved child of beloved actor Robin Williams, apparently named for the franchise, starring in one of its best commercials for Ocarina of Time 3DS, which is honestly one of its better games. Like, I'm not even that big on Ocarina of Time, but one, that commercial fucking slaps and you will cry watching it. And then also, like, I mean, like, Ocarina of Time was the one that, like, it, you know, it really set the pace of the franchise for a long time. And the 3DS version is like, I mean, it's just better. It's a graphical improvement despite being on a portable console, which I always think is a plus. And then it has some small quality of life things that are better, which is always good to see. And yeah, Zelda Williams was in that commercial. And like, if you know her, that's cool. Stay humble about it. Ah, 0 viewers, I see. Understandable. In games. Did you actually, Sabs? Let me look at this. Yeah, horrifying. That's from the remake. We're not playing the remake. I think the remake of Link's Awakening, not as good. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it. I think DX is the best version. I like what it has to offer. So, that being said, the remake has wildly cute. To be clear, reason I don't like the remake of Link's Awakening, nothing to do with the visuals. The visuals in that game are great. I fucking love it. I was planning, once we're done with this, and listen, I've even talked before, I think, about being like, I should redo the Zelda timeline myself, because fuck that thing. But I took a little peeksy at it to be like, what's the official stance here? And it's like, Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, Echoes of Wisdom. So I haven't finished. I played a bit. I played like the first dungeon of Echoes of Wisdom, and then I was like, I don't have time for this. Quite literally, don't have time for this. So I was thinking we might play that on the channel once we're done with Link's Awakening, so that way I can finally have played it. Toy box. It had going for it. I mean, the other thing it had going for it was that it was Link's Awakening, and Link's Awakening is the best Zelda game. Even a suboptimal version of the best Zelda game is still the best Zelda game. So, like, if you've never played it before, that's one thing. And I was mentioning Echoes of Wisdom because it kept the toy box style. So, I would love it if they kept up that, if they kept doing that with some games in the series, and they have kind of already. So, who knows what the Switch 2 will have in store. Yo, can I confess to a felony on Twitch.tv? Are y'all okay if I do that real quick? Just like a little felony. If I can talk my shit real quick. I have not had a desire to get a Switch 2, and also Switch 2s are expensive, and I've already put as much on my credit card as I'm comfortable with paying for this computer that I'm currently streaming from, and is doing a good job at streaming. And I also think has fixed some of the issues I've had streaming my old games. I'm telling you. Hold on, Sabs. Hold on, Sabs. Let me finish. I promise. Give me one second. Let me finish. I've not had a desire for a Switch 2. Because it doesn't seem worth it at the moment. And fucking it and what else was I thinking of? And it's really expensive, yada yada yada, right? That being said, I've looked it up, and Kirby Air Riders is going to be exclusive to the Switch 2. And once I learned that information, I did briefly think I could steal it. You know, like, it does. I don't gotta. Like, if I want to buy Kirby Air Riders, but I could, you know, I could just like get the Switch. I like, you know, like I'm not going to. I'm not going to. But Starman would not steal, so I definitely can't steal. Kirby also would not steal. So it's like this is on so many levels. This is not happening, right? It goes against my moral code. It fucking yada 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 yada. It's a crime. But it should be on the record that if for no other reason, if it's done nothing else, Kirby Air Riders made me think I just need to go grab one. I just need to. The concept of ownership, he does. Kirby doesn't know a lot, and frequently, you know, like, does insane bullshit against the laws of man and physics, right? Can you come over first off? Can I do this? But he respects. Kirby has literally the sense of ownership that a child has. You know what I mean? So much of what so many people are quick to point out, Kirby has destroyed World Eaters because his cake got stolen. Dedede had Satan locked in his basement because Dedede couldn't kill Satan. But Kirby could, and all it took was for someone to take his cake. Honestly, you're valid for that, pig. Maybe accidentally, Paula. But I literally would be unable to bring myself to be like, Kirby has done something maliciously. Val with a raid. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the raid. What were y'all doing? Nice. Ocarina of Time. I was just talking about how I don't like that. No, I'm joking. If anything, I was singing its praises and talking about the Zelda Williams commercial. I fucking love Ocarina. Well, I don't love Ocarina of Time. I like Zelda. Ocarina of Time is like the Zelda. So I love Link's Awakening. But welcome on in, Raiders. I'm Cahill. I'm an artist who likes streaming games. We are currently, what was I thinking of? We are currently playing Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past on my real SNES. I don't know if I'm not trying to be like, look at me. I just like to. I think it's neat. And I'm planning to follow it up with some of the other Zelda games in this style, including Link's Awakening on the Game Boy. Real good. I don't know if y'all get. Also, I see Greg's Redeem. Just give me one moment with that, Greg. I just want to acknowledge that. I don't know who here knows this. Okay. I'm gonna take a minute. Okay. So, oh, that's good. Good for you. I was just talking recently about, like, I started the stream by talking about news, because if you don't know, Mr. Garcia got taken back into ICE custody because, but I was just telling people to keep a lookout for any funds that might be trying to help legal defense for him, stuff like that. So I am so happy to be in a community with someone like you doing that good work. I tried that passive charity thing, and I don't think that worked out the way I wanted it to. So I should just organize a full-on charity event soon. But I want to explain my wacky setup, because for all intents and purposes, I could emulate, and I should, because it would be better. No, I was talking to Kilmar Obrego Garcia, man mistakenly arrested and then bullied a lot. Greg. But I wanted to break down my wacky setup, because this is fun for anyone who doesn't know. If you like retro games, give me a minute, okay? And again, what I was just talking about in the news, that's important, but you know, lighten things up a bit. So, I have an SNES. Not really, actually. I have a machine with the abilities of an SNES that does play real SNES cards, okay? But I have an SNES. It does, what's it called? It does AV, RGB, CRT acronyms. Right? So it's got those red, yellow, white wires, right? I then have a device used for turning VHSs into digital format. Now you might ask why. Because it does AV cables to USB, which then allows me to play it on display it on OBS. So many fucking acronyms. So I've used that for the longest time to capture classic games. And then I have a few real copies of Game Boy games, right? Not many Game Boy games that are great to stream, because a lot of, like, Kirby's Dream Land is like, it's short and you can't really save, and there's a lot of games like that. But like Link's Awakening is one, and maybe I could get the Oracle game at some point. When the SNES was the main console for Nintendo, they made the Super Game Boy. And you might be like, hey, do you mean the Game Boy Advance? No, what I mean is the Super Game Boy. And what the Super Game Boy is an SNES cart that then, Sonic 3 style, has a slot on top of it. And this isn't an official Nintendo product. The slot on top of the Super Game Boy allows you to plug in Game Boy carts and then play them on your SNES. So, I've gone through a lot here. So, once we're done streaming Link to the Past, which already takes a good few tricks to stream on its real SNES, because I love collecting games, we will then insert the Super Game Boy, I mean not this stream, but eventually, into the SNES and play Link's Awakening from a real Game Boy cart on it. And I just wanted to explain it, because there's no reason for me to do this other than I'm an idiot who likes using original hardware and stupid duct tape 2x4 technology to stream it. Anyway, Greg. Did Greg's Redeem disappear? I got back into long distance running. Greg redeemed so many of these. I really hope no one pulls out my Haunted Mansion rhymes at Greg's actual funeral. I do believe. Hey, it's the game that I disliked. Void, do you not like Link to the Past? And you were watching Val play Ocarina of Time? Cause Void, I like Link to the Past, and I don't like Ocarina of Time. We can be friends over this. Does it make does one of these make sense to the other? No, but it doesn't have to. It's just a funny coincidence, which is always great. But Link's Awakening is my favorite Zelda. It is my favorite Zelda for reasons I will get into once I do Greg's Haunted Mansion time. I believe I have it, so if you're ready, Greg, I think what we'll go with is quick-footed Greg, who'd run here and there. It's too bad he wasn't faster than that grizzly bear. I hope you like your Haunted Mansion rhyme, Greg. I've heard those are good, and honestly, those would be a good thing for me to get on my Game Boy, because I could use more good Game Boy games. And the fact that it's in the same like graphical style as Link's Awakening, at least. Starman, I fucking love Starman. Oh great! I gotta find the big gauntlets. I will also use Bombos more. I'm glad, Greg. What was I just thinking of? Yeah, I like Link's Awakening. Fantastic Mr. Greg. So Link's Awakening was a game I played waiting for Breath of the Wild to come out, and I was just like, this is a Zelda game I haven't played. Let me try it and see if I like it. And then it became I like it more than Breath of the Wild. One of the reasons, and this is a reason I don't like the remake as much, is the map. Because the way they do the map in Link's Awakening original is each individual screen is a section of the map. So when you go there, you fill it out. Like, there isn't like towers or shit. Oh, I can just... Sir, please don't hurt me. There isn't like towers and shit to like find... No. To like fill out large gaps in the map. You are just physically going to each location, and it feels like Link is like scribbling it down. And then of course you have the writing of, you know, the story of Link's Awakening, which I won't spoil, but I think it has one of the better Zelda narratives going for it. And the location is cool. Link being trapped on an island, and that being the entire setting for the game, as opposed to just like Hyrule. I think it does a lot for it. Oh, thank you very much. You saved my life. Please take me outside. Oh, how I would love the ability to bask in the sunlight. It's one of my favorite things to do. The Starman use vibrations to see. Greg is asking about what was I thinking of? The biology of Starman. Yeah, Titan's Mitt, finally. Now I can lift big rocks. And I have thought, since Starman's announcement in Kirby Air Riders, about that clip from Kirby's Right Back at Ya, which isn't canon, no matter what anyone's, like, you can be like, oh, in the anime it's this. The anime is specifically a different canon, especially because Kirby devs, even though they write good canon, and have done a good amount of work to preserve canon say they don't care about canon. But in the anime Kirby Right Back at You, Dedede, who is the king of the Waddle Dees, is like, hey, how do Waddle Dees eat? Because that's a thing he doesn't know. And I am willing to believe that the game Dedede is similarly ignorant. But yeah, I do believe King Dedede in the games are similarly ignorant. But he's like, well, let's give a cookie to a Waddle Dee, and then it just kind of phases into the Waddle Dee's mouth. So that happens, and like, again, the anime isn't canon, but like, if you want, it can answer some questions that you might have about Kirby otherwise, right? I was trying to wait. No, I can't teleport. I think if I teleport, she gets left behind. Also, I'm pretty sure with the Titan's Mitt, I can open another part of the dungeon. I forget how so much of this shit works. Damn it. Okay. Thank you for the bit, Greg. But yeah, I just think Starman works like that. I don't know if I need to turn that down or not. Also, the fucking SNES is struggling with this because there's like a million enemies in here. Said help! Help me! Okay, lady wants to go outside. I don't trust this woman. But we'll do what she says for now. What else was I thinking of? Kirby, Zelda. Distraction from gross things happening in real life. Which is unfortunate, but also it's like I've been saying, you know, don't go this way. You suck, woman. Anyway, there's gotta be another way I've been forgetting. So I got all the way here before you said that, which is just great. No, not you, Greg. More unsavory activities that are happening, which I'm almost positive you're not a part of. Wills the universe into existence. That is true. What was I just thinking of? So there has to be something I'm missing. There was oh, I remember now. It was down there. There's another locked door I didn't go into. What else was I thinking of? All right. I don't know. You know, I think it, because like I was talking about it, and like I don't have specific actions for people to take, but I will say I am tired of just people being like, we're going to tell you bad news. Who knows how to stop it? And it's like, can someone get on it? You know. So if nothing else, I feel like I can voice that, talk to you guys about it, and be like, hey, if you know stuff, if you got some ideas, make sure you make sure you act on it. Not to make y'all feel bad. Like I said, I think it's important we also take a break, because you can only ingest so much bad news before it's just like, before indigestion happens. I probably could have, well, no, that would have been the long way around. Here we are. Okay. And here we are. Well, this is a nightmare. Who the fuck made this room? Is there something directly below? Nope. Nope, there is not. Wait, is there just nothing in here? I made this room. Sabs, what the fuck? Dude, this room is awful. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was Shoguna of -3. At age 6, I was born without a face. Also, yeah, I don't know. I talk about these things a lot. Well, probably not as much as I should. But also, and I was thinking about this recently too. I've also kind of been like, you know, I think being kind to people is part of the key to help get through it. And I mean, please don't go this way. Lady, we're running out of spots to go. Is that a spot down there? I think that's the spot down there. Wait, no, that's the stairs. Do I have to go upstairs? Probably. Okay, yeah. We'll just do this for a moment. You probably have to like, I don't know. Hello, whoa. Please, 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 I'm begging you, please. Wait, I can, oh, okay. Keep it. Oh, that was desperate. Okay, I can't. I think I need to go in here regardless. I would love if I got like another fairy, but this time just from like me. Just for Cahill. Just a little Cahill. A little Cahill. I'm a little Cahill. Ah. Oh. That is unfortunate. Luckily I have a fairy. You're stupid. I am. Finally. I gotta go back to that cell. Why would you go back to your cell? Is what I gotta know. Wait! A fairy just for me! Yay! Yippee! For loquacious? I don't know what that word means, Greg, so I will not agree to it. A good card. Oh, and a heart. That's so nice of you. Pardon me. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, with you guys and guarding yourselves and coming back from the dead. That you would pull some horse piss like this, wouldn't you? Oh, thank you very much. You saved my life. Please take me outside. This is more social. I already went over this stream that I'm not an intelligent man. I can't understand big words. Oh my goodness, I have Labor Day off this year. Very happy about that. Especially because I had to make a doctor's appointment on a Saturday. And like, it's first thing in the morning. So like, it gets out of the way, right? But like, I hate cutting into weekend time. So getting that out of the way and then having 3 days. Ah, too bright. Yeah, well, what if I explode at you about it? Hello? That's... I should have gotten that bigger shield first. Oh. Man. You know what? Guys, I don't think she's actually trying to be saved. Just going out on a limb here. Can I hurt him not in the light? Okay. I can. Surely 3 heads would be too much, right? Surely not 3 heads. Okay, not 3 heads. So no 3rd head? I broke your skateboard, nerd. Oh goodness. Okay, we're all done. Oh, well, because of you, I can escape from the evil clutches of the monsters. Thank you. As the wise men see the way the girl, and with that hero defended them from attacks of evil monsters. I heard that the knights of hero were reaped out in battle. You are perhaps the least one in the bloodline of the knights. I need you to fuck so hard right after this. As ironic, the least one in the line has the potential to become the hero legion. Surely you can destroy Gana. You understand? Yes. Today Bourday is not Labor Day. We'll get there. We'll get there, Val. The worst Swedish chef impression. Or Sabs. I thought you could lift this building out of the ground after you got the Titan mitts. Maybe I'm just stupid. Wait! I'm not stupid because I remember something I have to do. Hooray! Or your best Swedish chef impression? Get out of here! Leave! Wait a minute. Your bond did not change. He's not an ordinary guy. He used to live in Kakariko Town. I wonder what my partner is doing there without me. Ribbit, I have a request. Please take me to my partner. Ribbit. First we saved knockoff Swedish chef. And now we're helping Dollar Store Kermit. It's coming full circle, baby. Just like how I'm coming. That's the end of the sentence. I don't know what you guys wanted from me. Oh, happy days again. You've found my partner. We're happy now. Drip here again at the time you can be so perfectly. Okay. Now let me ask you. is again like right now, but after I left. Yeah, it is cool. Hey, yes, temper my sword. Big discount, sword tempered. Now, when you say keep it a while, do you require me to leave and come back? Oh, maybe 2 screens? Do I need to go 2 screens away? Is that it, maybe? While being watched. I feel that. Watched like a bunny. Bunnies are very observant. Okay, what about now? It was 2 screens! Great, your sword now strong. You can feel a sheer power flowing through your body. The power to kill. You have to kill. Dun dun da 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 dun da 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 dun da da. The Master Sword like that. It's not the first time. In fucking Tears of the Kingdom, fucking Zelda was sucking on the Master Sword for like 2 trillion, like longer than the lifespan of the Earth. I don't think you understand. Even if Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom take place in slightly altered timelines, the kind of changes that occur in Hyrule over that amount of time mean that, like, the games take place thousands of years apart, and Zelda was holding the Master Sword for all of it. I thought you could move this grave. Is this not the grave you can move? I swore this was the grave you could move. Which one is the grave you can move? Oh, no, never mind. Well, now I'm just disrespecting the dead. Hasn't stopped me before. The Dragon Sword needs the pass fire. That is not what the Dragon Sword looks like. Unless you're talking about Samurai. In which case, that is what the Samurai Dragon Sword looks like. Is it this one? It is that one. Hello? Oh, right! Samurai Jack? No, not him. I need to start watching Sentai. I'm gonna be honest, I have no interest in watching Super Sentai from, like, before or when they are adapting Power Rangers. But after, like, Power Rangers has branched off some Sentai, and that seems to have been a decision made for the worse. Because some of the latest seasons of Sentai look cool, including Gokaiger, which someone might be like, "Oh, well, they did Super Mega Force." You know that's horse shit. I know just from reputation, no self-respecting or sane person would call Super Mega Force an adaptation of Gokaiger. That is horse piss. You get out of here. Mega Force suck. Fucking yeah, Mega Force and Super Mega Force. What compelled, like, I like Rangers that get more than one season. And, like, honestly, speaking of going back to older seasons of Sentai / Power Rangers, I should watch more of the Mighty Morphin era, because they turned several different Sentai teams into one, and it's kind of cool. You cannot deny. I forget how to leave. I mean, I'm gonna get out of here one way or another, that's for sure. like around here. But fucking, why they made Megaforce into Super Megaforce? Why they would be like, we'll just throw the pirate theme away? No one could say. Okay, I've been going the wrong direction. Hey, everyone, wrong way. But yeah. I've also heard that the Red Gokai Sentai is a badass. His name is Captain Marvelous. And apparently he's very good at fighting. But yeah. I just think one of the things I'm worried about when it comes to getting into Sentai is, like, I don't really want to get into the crossovers. And I know plenty of the crossovers are probably good, yada yada yada. My thing is that, and I've talked about this before, Power Rangers has like the morphing grid and stuff like that. Like, they have this kind of consistent internal structure, which, you know, was I thinking of? Which, like, they're not a big organization, but they're all basically using kind of the same powers. Also, hi, Stitch. I have fooled you, Stitch. You are safe. But yeah, like, Power Rangers, like I said, I mean, the first few seasons are like the same Ranger team, essentially. And, like, even though they do change, it is still, like, what was I just thinking of? It is still, like, they are drawing power from the same place in different ways. From my understanding, Sentai teams are just entirely, like, they are not connected. No relation. Set that to a 1% chance, that would be funny. So, like, that's kind of why I don't want to get into the Sentai crossovers. Sentai is pure. I don't know what that means, Stitch. I'm gonna be honest. Because I don't think they have the same kind of consistent structure as Power Rangers do, and Power Rangers doesn't even have that much of a consistent structure. I had to sneeze, I'm sorry. But yeah. I do still want to get into it. There's like a couple. I think one is called Lucky Star. I forget what the, like, full Sentai team is called, but that one seems cool. They have great outfits that weren't adapted, which sucks. There's I think it's Boom Boomjer, which are car themed ones, and they just have tires for face masks. And looking at those costumes, I've never seen superheroes that look cooler wearing tires on their faces, so I want to check that one out. There's a couple. I will be honest though, I think one of the recent ones is like a cop one. I don't I don't care. I know one recent one did get adapted into Rangers as Ninja Steel. I might check that out. I mean, there's been lots of ninja ones. So, that being said, I do know that they have a cowboy ninja from America. So that seems cool. If nothing else, there is definitely more places I wanted to use the Mega Gauntlets when I got them. I'm now forgetting every single place. Also, I really thought this grave allowed you to... was like underground or something. I'm dumb. Also, hi, Meat. I'm sorry, Meat. Did you like just come in? I think I had you mixed up for a moment because was it who else? Yeah, because Val had orange. I hate using that excuse, but also colors. But also I'm blind. Oh, I'm Scottish. I don't like those. I've heard that season is good. I don't like the costumes, so. Oh my goodness, I got so many boogers up my nose. You could call me Oogie Boogie. And I could kidnap Santa Claus and put him on a giant roulette wheel. For nefarious purposes. Now, which part, Meat? Me saying I'm Oogie Boogie, or my take on Sentai uniforms? That's too many roulette. That makes me angry. Having boogie nose, yeah. I don't want to say I have a cold, because here's the thing, I was sick. Here's the thing, I was sick, and fucking... I called out of work for like a week, which honestly I did not enjoy as much as, especially since I was unconscious for most of it. And then I had to go in and say, can I have off for my birthday? And then I got a letter saying you have jury duty the week after your birthday. So then I had to go in after that and say, can I have the week, can I have more time off, please? And then I found out that I have Labor Day off. I'm feeling better now for sure. No, that's not the wishing one. I don't know what we're doing up here. I'm just kind of running around. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You know what I could do, though? When it rains, it floods. You know what? I want to go to 7. 7! I remember lots of big old rocks around here. Yeah, like that one. No, that's a bug. That's a crustal from Pokemon Black and White. That'd be cute. You're correct, Stitch. Also, you're already cute. People be cute. True. It's true. Kirby characters are cute. Your soul. Yeah, some people... Actually, I was going to say some people. A lot of people think that's cute. What are you up to? Check out the cave east of Lakelia. Strange and wonderful things live in it. You're a strange and wonderful thing that lives in it. Also, it just occurred to me, we have enough to get the big shield. Also, it occurs to me, does anyone know how much money you have to throw in the money fountain in order to get it to do something? You know what, I'm looking it up. Hello, Warcraft. Oh, 2. No, I think lots. Some monies. Okay, because, guys, this is helpful. LTTP. Money fountain. Bond of happiness. I don't think that's... When's it? Here. 5 more bombs or arrow. Okay, so it just increases the amount of the amount of bombs and or arrows I can carry. I'm alright, you know. Getting through, starting the week and getting through the week. Starting the week, getting through the week, surviving. I'm just trying to live. I want to live. One Piece mention. It's One Piece. Also, small bird. Song that plays when a small duck carries you. I knew it. Does this lead to the next dungeon though? Because I'm not sure I want to do that. No. Oh, it just gets you here. Gotcha. In that case, what I would rather do, I'm gonna go to my house. Back in the 90s, it was feasible for a single income household to exist. That's how you can tell the game is dated. That's the only way in which this game is dated. Especially in the nation's capital. Are you kidding me? Also, stop it. Stop it. Stop it, Tyler. Okay, we're gonna go get Big Shield. Got a bird. Honestly, I use Bombos a lot so far. Random blood is the best part, Val, is the thing about it. I could use it more, is what I was going to say. So I could use Bombos more and fucking decimate more people. That sounds good. I'm gonna go get Big Fancy Shield now. You can't stop me. You're not my dad. I don't care what you keep whispering into my ear when I'm sleeping. I know you're not my dad. He's in the other room. I don't know what's outside my window, but it's not my dad. You're not my dad. Shield. The shield. Center for intelligence, espionage, logistics, and there's something else I want to do around here. Is there a big heavy rock up this way? I know I could be doing more of the dungeons, but like, here's the thing. I really feel like big gauntlets are kind of like help to get you to more places than you've been able to get. So I'm like, let me just take a minute, you know? Yo, money. I have recouped the expenses from my shield. Bomb. Oh, so I just remember there's a cave. Oh, that's probably the cave he was talking about. Okay, we do need to go there. Damn, that guy was right. Yeah, but what if I'm like, what if I just do you need the cape? There's the cape in this game that makes you invincible, right? And if you bring it here, I'm guessing it works. The Goon Cave? No, not that. Nice try. I'll never tell you the location of the Goon Cave. I'm Goon Man's loyal sidekick. The what? The gigantic horse cock weighs up to 11 pounds. The fucking what? Actually, no, I should go this way. Yeah, Val. Would you do it for a Stubby snack? Would I do what? The gigantic horse conch? Eh. I do like sea creatures. There's that. Lord, so many evil skulls. The gigantic horse skunk. Or the Goon Cave for a Scooby snack. No. No, I would not.
Now, if you were to, per se, have 2 Scooby snacks.
Well, that would be a different matter entirely. Alrighty, I'm gonna teleport. Hi. Beans. I hate getting wet. At least when I'm not wearing my swim trunks. But I'm not. When will a game be cool enough to do that? You know? Oh wait, I just realized something. Are these just the caves that had like the ice rod and shit in it? Because we did get that. I'm trying to think. Like, man. Under a heat lamp. Toasty. Lord, I would love not to feel crappy. I would also love for the week to already be over. I would love it if simultaneously I was able to do all my streams this week and also the week was immediately over. That would go down smooth for Cahill. Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, this is the fucking cave with the fucking thing in it. Wait, is there one more cave? There's not. It was worth a check. That being said, I'm pretty sure the island has a thing in the middle of it, so we'll go see that. I do not know if that is like a later Dark World dungeon. Ow. Or what have you, but you know, I'm just exploring right now, so what's the harm? There's also that like ice fucking shit that we didn't do. I completely forget where that was. Big ice cave. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Also, I thought there was a mermaid in this game. I forget if I voiced that idea. I don't think there's a mermaid in this game. I think it's in Link's Awakening. Which is another reason that game is good. This is just another dungeon, isn't it? 5? Did we do 4? That was 4, wasn't it? Okay, so this is just the next dungeon we have to do. I mean, listen, like, I was exploring before, but fucking... I'm not about to be like, no. You stop that. That's gross. I don't know what the hell you're supposed to be, but you look disgusting. I gotta be honest with you, my guy. You guys I'm used to looking at. So, you're still gonna die. But I'm not going to insult you as I do it. You know? That's reserved for a different kind of freak. Oh, I remember this fucking room. What do... Okay, I was about to say, what the fuck do you mean, no bombos? Yes, bombos. I'm not fighting the penguins of Madagascar. Have you seen what they've done? Those guys are on something different. And it's not salmon, I'll tell you that much. Oh hey, the penguins of Madagascar. Luckily, I have the anti-penguin device. Ah, Perry the platypus! How unexpected, and by expected I mean totally expected! You see, Perry the platypus, I have devised my anti-penguinator. With this, I will kill every penguin. Now you might ask yourself, Dr. Doofenshmirtz, why do you want to kill every penguin? What have penguins done to you? Let me tell you about my long and horrifying experience with penguins. And that'll happen off screen. We're not actually going to go into it. Because I don't feel like it. Hello? That's a big man. Well, you're a big man. Right? Oh no. There's just more Stalfos. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Hey. I compared this to like a very mean Deltarune enemy before this design when like what was I thinking of? Oh fuck. When it was in the Moths room. I still feel that way. Also, I'm gonna talk about something with Deltarune Chapter 3 real quick, because I think it's been long enough. So I hope that's chill with you. With y'all. I for one am kind of like stoked that Toby Fox basically just made a Zelda fan game. I think that's cool. I don't think enough people have talked about it like that, you know. Especially because the boss fight in it is a little bullshit. This is really cool. It's really cool how it's slippery like ice, and how there's fire like ice. And how there's a song like Ice and Fire. Mm. Yo, I forgot. Can I say something? I forgot Matt Smith had been in House of the Dragon. I knew he'd been in, like, I knew he'd been in other things since Doctor Who, right? But I forgot one of them was a Game of Thrones project. But also, he's in a new movie, which kind of does look interesting. But I can't stop laughing when I look at him in the new movie. Because, especially in, like, the context of the movie, it looks like he's trying to disguise himself and be like, no, I'm not Matt Smith. Like, he has, like, a mohawk and stuff. I think it's very funny. Ow. Hello? 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 Oh, I mean, you know. Might as well. Oh, this is wrong. This was the wrong answer. Unless. Trying to break a typecast. I don't know if it's that, because that's what I'm saying, right? Like, he has been in other stuff. It's not like he's only been Doctor Who thus far. It's just funny to me. Because, to me, because it kind of looks like he is trying to be like, no, it's not. I'm not the guy who played Doctor Who. Different dude. Different dude you're thinking of. Zaid. Zaid, if you're Matt Smith in disguise, you have to tell me. You legally have to tell me. Damn it. Wait. Okay, so that does work. We're just being mean to me. Hello? They're being mean to me again. Shout out to Zaid. Last I check, I wasn't. Okay, that's good. Because I don't know how to tell him this, but I like Peter Capaldi a lot more. Madrina. I was... Also, Zay, we gotta play a game together at some point, because I got a PC now. But I was seeing that you were playing that with Oki. I was lurking, actually. Now that I think of... Now that I'm thinking back. But yeah, it looks cool. Honestly, especially, like... Because, like, in Phasmophobia, or what have you, I don't know what voice commands actually work. It's kind of random, I feel like, you know? But that one, it's very simple. And I feel like it's kind of... It's neat what they're doing with that. Stop that. Stop just showing up. Baja Blast. Yeah, that too. I do not yet have that game specifically, Zaid. Unless it's free, in which case I should just probably get it. I'm gonna play with games with Zaid. Three. But yeah, welcome in, Zaiders. If you don't know me, I'm Cahill. I'm an artist who likes to play video games, such as Zelda and what have you. Honestly, we're playing a lot of SNES games recently, just because I started playing this. Oh fuck, Bombos it is, and then I got the Kirby itch. So we're also playing Kirby's Dream Land 3, which will be later. That being said, I don't have a real copy of Kirby's Dream Land 3. I do have the real copy of this. Uh-oh. So we're playing this on a real SNES. So if that sounds cool, consider following. Nice to meet you, streamer. I was about to say, it's really cool you want to give me, like, bombs and stuff. I'd love a heart. I knew one of these things did this. Is this Big Key? No, this is a map. I haven't been there. We gotta go down a ways. Okay. What is up here, by the way? Oh, more stuff. Could it maybe some health? Oh, the big key. That works. I love big key. Also, I don't know how much I've talked about this on stream. It's funny that Deltarune Chapter 3, because we were talking about that a bit. Deltarune Chapter 3 is just like is playing on TV, being kind of a past format as like a means of emotional impact. Because before that game came out, I set up my old CRT that I have had since I was a child, specifically to play games on it. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but Chupo, I don't know if I'd say that Warcraft. I'm kind of getting my butt kicked, if anything. If I'm being real. Also, having the stuffiest nose known to man at the moment, not helping. Not helping me survive or kick butt. Curb start. Kirby is so good. I was about to say, get in there, Wobble. Hello? I don't like you guys at all. I'm gonna be real. One more try, like I'm giving one more shot to love. Ah! You too? Nope, not you. I'm okay with that. Many bombs. I should, in that case, I think I was maxed out, so. There we go. Goodbye! Ooh, big key. Found blue mail. This armor reduces damage. I was wondering. Do you get red mail in the very final dungeon? I think that might be it. Link does look good in blue, though. They did him right, giving him the champion's tunic. Hey, so like we're probably gonna like try this. We're definitely going to die. Unless I can pull off the greatest stunt known to man. I just need to be patient. Get over here. No! Why are you like this? Why can't anything go my way? Yes! Okay. Carefully. Yes. 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 Damn it. Is it literally the very last one? It is. That being said, I don't have to go back to... I don't have to go like all the way around. I thought I was going to have to, if I'm being honest. Such is the price of curiosity. Well, they say it killed the cat. Ah! My cat! That's very rude. Oh. Please clear the way. On an important mission. From the princess. Okay, so I do need to... I think I do need to get the, what's it called? Completely forgotten. I do need to get one of those orbs. You know the orbs I'm talking. You hit them and they go. Doctor, remove my boo-womp inhibitors. Nathan, that is. What? You know, like the SpongeBob sound effect? It goes boo-womp. Boo-womp. Hey, I'm having an awful time right now. Just so that everyone knows. Okay, I do have a key, though. I didn't know I had a key. Boo-womp. Oh, yo. You gotta be kidding me. Don't turn me into a rabbit. Thank you. I do like rabbits, but not like them. Not in a furry way. I say, looking at my avatar. Who up inhibiting they boo-womps? Boo-womp. This game has aged. Listen, Void. You can say this game is bad, and you want to know something? Yeah, probably. I don't know. I like it. Listen, you can say that Link to the Past isn't the greatest game ever. And you can say that Disco is dead. And you can say that NFTs were never really valuable. But only one of those is actually factually correct. You know which one. That's not just another fairy thing, is it? It probably is. Okay, so I have to go here. But if I go here... Oh, do I have to do this? Nope. What if I... What can I do? Nope. What about this? Damn it. What about... I don't... I actually do not know what I'm trying to do here. Good night, Sabs. I will miss you. Okay, well, what about this? I can use the fire rod. I am perplexed. Oh wait, wasn't there actually? Wait. Oh wait. Wait a minute. What if I played Minecraft? Fortnite and Coca-Cola. Yippee! Can I only push it once? Damn it. Most of the game is older than me. I mean... Listen, Void, I feel like you're saying that. I'm like... I don't know. I feel like a game for to be old kind of has to be. I mean, this game is older than me too. I just like it. Why? I don't know. There's something wrong with me. Wait a minute. Now wait a minute. Oh, I see. I see. Those dastardly devils. They've done it again. Oh. Oh, you fucked me, Miyamoto. Miyamoto, you fucked me. You fucked me for the last time on this one, Miyamoto. I'll tell you that much. This will be the last time I let you fuck me. No more fucking for Miyamoto. Ow. You know, I was looking at Void's opinions, and I dropped into the Void. Should have seen that coming. This is what happens when I listen to my wife. Hello? I didn't think I needed another key. Who's the hype? No. So let me get this straight. Let me. Is it one of the greatest games of all time? Do I like this game very much? No. Do I think people shouldn't like the game? No. I'm getting the impression that Void has very strong feelings on A Legend of Zelda: The Link to the Past. You want to know something? That's okay. Especially because they're clearly not like, they're not being a jerk about it. That's for sure. So, do I drop down here? Okay. Yes, yes. Fucking Miyamoto is back on the table. Yes. When he makes it so good, I can't stop it. I'm sorry. I got 2 raids tonight. That is unfortunate. What's that? Okay. So what I'm getting is that Void has no opinions on Link to the Past. Understood. Looks at my chat for the last hour. You right. That's on me. I didn't you know what? I am definitely messing with you, Void. I apologize. This game is fine. It's funny because when you started with this, I mentioned like I mentioned Ocarina of Time because that's what Val had been streaming too. Is that Krako? One of my favorite Kirby bosses, Krako. Hello. This Winter Rose, thank you for the follow. Fuck this game, it's awful. I was just going to say that I think of what's it called? Is there any way to read? But oh no, I'm about to validate Void. I'm about to validate Void with this bad game design. Unless I can use bombs too. I don't think I can use bombs. Can I use? Is there truly no way to do this? I don't have blue magic. Bashing my favorite game. Pushing your buttons. Hey, I'm gonna say, I do kind of want it to stop because I don't want, I don't want chat to be like, I'm with Void, I'm against Void. It's one thing if you like or dislike Link to the Past. But I also don't want it to be like... I do not want to put pressure on one person. Anyway, we have to leave the dungeon because it has become impossible. This game is good. Quickly, to Grandma! Get a green potion. I'm getting a blue potion, pig. I don't even, you know what? Just to show a pig, I'm gonna get a green potion and a blue potion. What's that? I said I would save money? I don't remember that. I have no opinion on this game. I've never played it. That's the most polarizing one of them all. My hot take is that I like this game. I think it does exploration better than a lot of the 3D ones. Just because there's like, there's a couple of semi-key items that you can only find exploring, and I think that's a good thing. I think I think like items for exploration and stuff like that. Oh, I didn't take my medicine. I think key items only being a in like dungeons, I think that's really boring. I've expressed not being a fan of that in the past of you know, of the kind of Ocarina of Time formula of go into dungeon, see the item you need for dungeon, eventually get it, go back through dungeon, get repeat 8 to 10 times. Anti-Aaron Hansen be like, I hate Link to the Past. I love Ocarina of Time. Is that a relevant reference? Let's see, how old is that video? I don't like doing this kind of stuff. I really get tired of people being like, oh, look how old this is. But Aaron Hansen, Ocarina of Time. It's only 11 years old. That's not very shocking to me. Oh. I would have thought it'd be older. You're only 11 years old. Got him. That would be upsetting. Are 11-year-olds allowed to stream on Twitch? They probably shouldn't be. For many reasons. Oh, I forgot. I completely forgot about this. Nope, not this one. I have a grumbly in my tummy. Well, Void, you want to know what I think? You want to know what I think, Void? You really want to know what I think? I think Starman is cool. Look at him. Also, to be fair, I don't enjoy playing it. It could be said about some of the biggest games of all time. Dark Souls, the first one that comes to mind. Whatever. I don't really like Portal. I'm not Portal games. What I'm about to say is about Portal. I don't really like puzzle games that much. So in a lot of ways, I shouldn't really like Portal that much. But I do like Portal, but I could see if someone is like me and Portal doesn't click with them, I could see them being like, yeah, I don't like Portal. On Dark Souls, oh no. By far the worst Souls games ever made. I mean, there is stuff to be said about that Void, but also, hello? Anyway. Ah, beans. Anyway. I don't know. Like, also I have a fairy, right? I do have a fairy. I do have a fairy, is the thing, is I have a fairy. I haven't played Lies of P, but I should. Anyway. But I don't know. I do think there is a more nuanced thing to say about that Void. I don't care to get into it. Not because I think you're about to, like, argue with me. But because I just don't feel like, quote-unquote, explaining Dark Souls at the moment. You know? Damn it. But it's also, like, to me, that would be like saying the least polished version of something is the least polished version of something, you know? You're saying the old Souls games are worse than the new ones. And, like, in some ways, you're objectively correct. And people have their preferences for many different reasons, and I understand them. I was literally just talking about why I kind of like the first Zelda over every other Zelda. But I will say in Void's thing, I'm not sure I completely agree with it, but a lot of people really like just like get off on Dark Souls 1 map design. I think it's okay. Elden Ring I definitely think is one of the best games of all time. IMO. I just like... No, Zelda 2 sucks. I was saying Zelda 1. I don't know if you're just saying, well, yeah, the sequel to that one sucks, so obviously Zelda 1 is better. But yeah, I just like... if anything, I just like Elden Ring for map design. I love any Don't wiggle at me. I love any game that kind of makes its world feel like an actual world. And to me, the dungeons and world, for the most part, the dungeons and world design in Elden Ring make it feel like an actual, actual places, as opposed to what's it called? As opposed to just like things they put in a map. That's me. Hey. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. Yeah. Sonic. Sonic is the problem. It's him. My reluctance to kill Eggman has cost millions of people their lives. Should Sonic abandon his no-kill rule? A nuanced literary discussion. Not Sonic. Well, we can't talk about Bloodborne. Bloodborne is on a different level than most things. That's my favorite. I will say that. I've had trouble streaming it before, but that's because streaming can be hard. Bloodborne is fun meat. And I will say, if you haven't consumed too much Bloodborne content, the other thing Bloodborne is, and I was talking about this before in a different Discord, the other thing Bloodborne is horrifying. When I was younger, when I was first playing Bloodborne, I need everyone to understand, I played it with the volume turned down and the lights on. And I didn't play it any other way. Bloodborne can legitimately be a wildly effective horror game, which I think only adds to it. Because the difference between Bloodborne and a lot of typical horror games is that you have to fight the monsters in Bloodborne. You know, like, if you're playing Resident Evil and you're having a grand old time and you see Mr. X down the hallway, you know what you do? You say, I'm going to turn around now because Mr. X is down this hallway, and I am justified in running away. I didn't... Where's the ball? The ball is around here. Is better than Bloodborne. I haven't heard all that about it. And if I'm being honest, Void, I cannot believe you. My hot gaming take, since we're doing this, kind of against my will. I'm joking. It is chill. I clarified for Void's sake. That is chill. I think Sekiro's a bad game, and I've said as much. Often and frequently. Sekiro is a game with such frustrating game design, and also is different in a lot of ways from a traditional Souls-like, that I don't like calling it a Souls game. I don't consider it a Souls game. It isn't one to me. I refuse to think of it as such. It's all, I just don't, it's not good. Oh, I thought they were insane, yeah. And I'm going to be honest with you, Void. I can probably still end up playing Lies of P and still thinking you're insane. I thought there was, I swore there was like a ball closer. Does anyone know where the nearest ball is? And I'm going to be honest with you, Void. The reason is, and this is an interesting discussion to have about art in general, is because Lies of P is very clearly inspired by Bloodborne. And that's totally fine. But I will still probably be like, yeah, no, I like Bloodborne. I'm not going to go crazy style on this game. I think it's down here. I'm not going to go crazy style on this game because even if one wouldn't call it derivative, it's still very clearly taking heavy inspiration from Bloodborne, and as such, it's like, well. No, and I mean, Void was saying something along these lines in not too long ago, but like, you know, a newer version of something being better, not wild, but also I think it's fair to be like, no, this is actually so taking so much from it, and only improving on like so certain so specific of things that I physically cannot allow myself to be like, this is better. So much of this is from that like Might as well start calling this Old Hunt. I haven't played Lies of P, to be clear. I don't have an opinion on it. Yeah. And you were saying that with Dark Souls, Void, and I get it. I kind of like Dark Souls 1, because if you don't know, Dark Souls 1 is broken. And the reason is because every area is loaded in at once. For anyone who doesn't understand how games typically work and coding and stuff, in order to have your computer run better, very often they will, like, if you can't see something, it won't actually be there yet. They will have it, once you are able to be there and interact with it, then the game is like, okay, it exists now. Essentially, it's kind of how it works, right? I'm explaining this very basically for people who do not understand this concept at all. I understand, most people here probably understand games, but so. Yeah, kind of meat. That is not the case with Dark Souls 1. In Dark Souls 1, no matter where you are in the game, a lot of the rest of the game is loaded in and exists. So it's kind of buggy because it's using resources on stuff you can't interact or get to at the moment. If you... another thing that's kind of insane. It's kind of hilarious is what it is. But the good... Exactly. So, more lingo for people who don't know games or programming at all. Typically, if you need, like, a space, like a background for your game, something the player can't get to per se, or interact with in any way, isn't going there, physically traveling, you will have what's called a skybox, and that's just an image. And, like, in a lot of games, it's a picture of the sky. There's, you know, but sometimes you have buildings, you have physical locations there to ground your world and stuff like that. And this saves resources because loading in a low quality blurry image is much easier for computer than having like a 3D model of clouds or a building. That is also not the case with Dark Souls 1. If you are in Firelink Shrine and you look out into the world, places you can't reach, all the buildings and trees and skies, those are 3D models. I've seen people break this down and like camera break it so they can look at it. Stuff completely inaccessible to the player is as modeled in Dark Souls 1 as like the Undead Burg. Unironically. Why? Because Miyazaki is insane. And we love him for it. Did Miyazaki work on Sekiro? I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't make it good. But yeah, it's very funny. It's why the game doesn't work well. And you want to know something? I love it for that. I don't care about Dark Souls 1's map design versus Dark Souls 3 map design. I don't. I like both games. You know what I love, though? I love knowing that Dark Souls 3 has a JPEG as its background, but Dark Souls 1 has fully modeled cities. Also, hi, Krakow. I'll talk about... I think we'll get to Krakow next time we play Kirby. I learned today, apparently, Krakow is the angriest Kirby enemy. Like, Wispy doesn't hate Kirby. It's just kind of circumstances. Krakow hates Kirby. Is done weirdly. Oh, I'm sure. That being said, Ooh is a good... probably decade, half-decade older than, what's it called, than Dark Souls, and they didn't know how to make games then. Wobble, because of you. Yes, I have a normal voice now. Because of you. Well, not now, because I'm a different girl. But, like, I don't sound like a Swedish chef or like I smoke 5 packs a day. I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. They say that the Helia people controlled mysterious powers, as did the 7 wise men. But the blood of the Helia has become thin over time. Me, who carry the blood of the 7 wise men in a couple jars that I own, do not possess strong power anymore either. Our powers will increase if we mix the courage of the nice with the wisdom of the wise men, and a shot of honey and a bit of ginger ale, and this blood I found. Only a short time remains until the gate to the castle linking the world open. A sort of link to the past, if you will. That doesn't... Stop saying that. It doesn't make sense. If you defeat Ganon, world will vanish and the Triforce will wait for a new holder. I believe in you. Good luck. Do you understand? Yes. May the way of the hero lead the Triforce. Link to the past. Stop saying that. Also, I'm glad we got upgraded shit now. That is... much better. Liza P. Poison Swamp is one of my favorite areas in the game. Well, that's not a smoking gun, I'd say. Is it the... I think I was seeing Gam play it. Can you empty the Poison Swamp in Liza P? Probably. Maybe, I don't know. Regardless, I don't think Miyazaki likes people suffering. I legitimately think Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 1, 3, Bloodborne, 2 is kind of weird with this. I've gone into that before. They have a message of not giving up against overwhelming oppression and depression, right? But if Miyazaki likes to see people suffering anyway, it's in Poison Swamps. He has come out and said that. So, that's fun. Area early-ish in the game, but no, the swamp area is always poisonous. Gotcha. But yeah, I mean, I want to go back and play Dark Souls. Probably I kept saying that was going to happen on stream, but then I wanted to play this. I took a poll. I was like, Dark Souls or Zelda, and people were like Zelda. And Kirby, so probably not happening on stream. But I do want to go back to it because I haven't since Elden Ring and Elden Ring rules, and I'm expecting Dark Souls not to be my number one anymore. But that's okay. Well, it was never my number one. I started with Bloodborne. So. Don't show me ads. I am going to raid Dan. Yeah. Like I said, like, I am, I just, as much as I love Miyazaki having and the team just making the most insane design and coding decisions in the world for Dark Souls, like I said, the physical world of Elden Ring is one of my favorite game worlds, period. So, also relevant to kind of what started all this, we should play Mario 64 at some point. My hot take is Mario 64 has aged like a fine wine. I love that game. I love things in Mario 64. Mario 64 has one of the best hub worlds, I think. It's just fun. It doesn't have much to do. I just like running around the castle. Kind of Gameplay can be a bit messy. I think they just expect you to kind of use every system all the time. Was my opinion when I started, when I did my first playthrough. I was using a sword and shield, as I would in Dark Souls. I like Mario 64. Mario 64 is good. Void, you've been saying a lot how, like, your opinion on Link to the... Well, you once piggybacked you were like, no, this game is shit, but you were like, it's fine. I have that, I've said many times, that's my hot take about... I have that kind of feeling, except, like, it's good for different games. the biggest ones being Mario 64 and Final Fantasy 7. People got a lot of, I've said this so many times, it's so people have a lot to say about both those games. I just like them. I played them. I've played them before really getting into like the whole critical essay, people thoughts on them kind of thing. And I just liked playing them. Any more than that. But anyway, I love you going back to that quote boy. Anyway, I hope to see y'all tomorrow. Honestly, I don't know if we'll finish this game tomorrow. We'll get close. If not tomorrow, like the next stream. We'll see if we do like 100%. I don't know. I've just been I might just finish it without doing 100%. I was saying maybe, but I've just been having a good time and I don't really want to drag it. So we'll see. But yeah, I hope to see y'all around. Have a good one. Bye.